and just blow out off the dust so we have good surface for our glue to stick to. Now when we're going to put on the edges, which we have marked, because we wanted our edges to line up, I think that one's for you. This one goes on me. We have them marked which side is up, and we're going to try to line them up as best we can with the wood grain there so they match. But we're going to use a different material or different glue. This is a 3M product you can get at most hardware stores. We just wanted to show you this. It's easy to use. It's an aerosol can. You're just going to spray it. It's good for small projects and it's good for edges, but it's not so good for a big kitchen top or even the deck we did here, because it just takes forever and it uses up a whole can. One of the first things we're going to do, Natalie, I'm going to do my side and I'm going to have you do your side, is we're going to put two pieces of tape all the way across on all of our finished laminate. And this is going to do two things for us. We're going to line it up real nice with the edge and bring it all around. I'm going to put another one on there. Two things it's going to do. One, it'll give us a little bit of protection from overspray when we spray this glue on, so we don't have to clean so much of it up. And then we're going to leave it on, because this is another way we showed people with the, what did we spray on before so it didn't get marks on it? We put, cooking spray to make it all lubricated. This is another way you can protect your countertop for when you're routing it, excuse me. This is another way you can protect your countertop when you're routing the laminate off. It'll help it to not make burn marks as you come across it. So can you do the same thing on your side? All right, Natalie, to spray the glue, we're going to put on the laminate. We're going to make sure it's nice and clean. There's nothing on it. And then we're going to stick it on. And what we're going to do, this is another little trick. This stuff is really good. Another problem with it, though, is that it doesn't like to spray down, which is why we're going to tape these two pieces like this to this chunk of cardboard. Now we can spray our glue standing up. So what we're going to do is just shake the can a little bit. And then what we're going to do is set it on medium there. Now I'm going to just do a little spray just to show you. You want to get good coverage, just like we did with the roller glue. So we're going to go over it this way, and then we're actually going to flip it. And we're going to go over it that way so we get really good coverage. And I'm going to show you how it comes out, okay? Is I want you to zigzag but overlap it slow like this. See how I'm doing that? Good, all the way to the top. Try to keep it just nice and straight and flat on there. Yep, almost there. Perfect. Got a little bit heavy here. We'll just smear that out there. We're going to set this aside and let this dry, but I'm going to show you a little tip is after you've sprayed it, if you peel it off and set it on a part that doesn't have any of the glue on it, that way when the glue dries, it's not stuck to the cardboard. So we'll just peel that off. I'll get these off of there. Set it like that, and then we'll set that whole thing aside. And we're going to hold this cardboard up here, and we're just going to spray just like that. And then you're going to do maybe 2 or 3 passes just like that, okay? You want to keep the can about 4 inches away and straight up and down. All right, while we wait for the glue to dry a little bit, I'm going to tell you a little about cleaning your countertop. Acetone is what we use to clean countertops and to get all the glue and marker or pen or paint. It pretty much takes off anything, and it won't hurt your countertop. Acetone is the base for fingernail polish remover. So if you don't want to go buy a big jug of it, if you have some fingernail polish remover in the house, that'll work as well. The only difference is it'll smell better. They take acetone and add color and a little bit of perfume to it, and that's what you get for fingernail polish remover. It also takes the glue off, and we got a couple of glue boogers, as you can see over here, one over there, when we were spraying for the edges. This glue does come off with acetone once it's dry, but it's a lot easier to get it off if it's still a little wet. So while we're waiting for that glue to dry, I'm just going to get this excess glue off of here. so we don't have to scrub so hard later. That adhesive, that 3M adhesive we use is just like the contact. You need to let it dry to the touch. And I think we're about ready now. And so this time we have them lined up, right? We have the right side and the left side. And do you want to, can you kind of eyeball that? Can you line it up? So remember, we're getting the grain lined up. This dark spot with this dark spot. And then don't put it on there until you're ready. Right about something like that. Wait. You gotta feel, okay, feel both sides. Feel the bottom, are we good? Got an overhang everywhere. We need our roller. Put it on by hand and then give it a good roll. All right, let's go stick the other side. All we have left to do is trim off the excess laminate, and then we're going to peel off our tape, do a little bit of filing and clean it up, and we'll be all done. Now remember when I told you about this? When this is spinning, we don't ever put our hand on it, and you're going to hold it with your two hands and keep this base flush up against here, okay? And then we'll work our way counterclockwise again. Okay, now you can feel there's just a little bit more of a lip here. And what we're going to do is we're going to clean off that final edge with, it's called a file. It's, you can buy this at, not a finger file like for your fingers, but it's basically the same idea. And you can get this online at our store. And what we're going to do is this is just going to, we're going to use it, sliding it, angled all the way down the laminate like this. Almost practically flat. Now if you put this on top of the countertop and pull it across, it will scratch it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it almost flat, but just barely off. You see how it's at just a little bit of an angle? And then we're going to rub it down the side.